Hello, Vinny from Guitar Guitar here, talking to you today about the new Epiphone Riviera, giving you some honest thoughts on it. Now, to really talk about this guitar, we probably have to take a couple steps back and talk about Gibson, Epiphone's parent company. Talking about what they've been doing over the last couple years, sort of looking at their range and really being true to their legacy, sticking to the models and sort of things that people really love about them, having a real sort of outward look at their quality control and just their general product line. Epiphone is kind of following suit with that and doing a very similar thing. Now, this guitar is an original Epiphone model. It's not a recreation of anything that's in Gibson's line. That's quite important to note, as Epiphone haven't made a Riviera in this form in a long time. We've had Union Jack versions of it, versions with 3 P90s, a few different sort of variations on the theme, but nothing quite like this. Now, the Riviera originally started life as an early 60s Epiphone model, around the time that Epiphone was still a competitor of Gibson. Gibson subsequently bought it out around the early 60s, but this model stuck around. It's kind of different to anything Gibson really do. It's kind of similar to a 335, but not really. There are probably two really defining things about this that make it different to a 335. The first thing being this frequencator tailpiece bridge, and also the mini humbuckers, which we'll go a little bit more in depth with in a second. But first we'll talk about this bridge. So why would I have these strings all long like this and these strings all short like this? Well, it has a lot to do with the tension. Tensions in strings have a massive effect on the way they feel under your fingers. So by giving yourself a bit more length in the bass side and making the treble side a little bit shorter, you've basically got a tighter feel in the bass strings, but you've got a bit of a looser feel in the top strings, so you can get those bends and you can kind of get a good balance of everything. So what is a mini humbucker? Well, long story short, it's basically a humbucker, but smaller. Obviously, it's not as simple as that, and there are reasons for it. The main thing about a mini humbucker is that it's a little bit brighter. It's almost got that brightness of a single coil, but it's still got all the humbucking qualities of a normal humbucker. What that basically means is, if you're playing your high gain stuff, you still get a bit of that grit, but you don't have to worry about the feedback. And that's another thing about this guitar. It's got a maple center block similar to the 335. So although you've got all of the qualities of a big semi-hollow guitar, you still got a big block down the middle, which basically stops it from feeding back and giving you all those noises you don't want from your guitar. So as we mentioned before, these guitars are keeping it simple, going back to that sort of original Riviera setup, 2 mini humbuckers. So they've kept it simple as well with the finishes. You've got this sparkling burgundy finish, which is kind of similar to a candy apple red by another leading brand. The other finish is the royal tan. It's kind of like a sunburst, a little bit lighter. Sounds really cool, really. Yeah, these guitars, I mean, look, Noel Gallagher played one, Nick Valencia from the Strokes played one. If you're looking to kind of get that sort of indie-ish, but kind of a bit rockier sound out of it, I guess is the best way of putting it. You know, you like that jangly sound, but you also like it with a little bit more punch. This is the perfect thing for that. And also, really, the best thing to say about it is it's different. It's not your standard semi-hollow body guitar. It's something that's got a lot of legacy in it. It's a little bit more unusual. Not everyone's gonna have one of these. And they're great, they just play great. Everyone in the stores just wanted to get their hands on this. So, you know, it's good.